To lecture 72. The title of this lecture, Biblical and Islamic Sacrificial Lamb and the Quran. So this Bible and Islamic, this Qurbani or Eid al-Dhuha, this are same thing. And Muslims has borrowed this from Bible literature. So I will explain you 2-3 verses from the Quran which they mistranslated or they twisted the translation of the Quran to prove their Qurbani or sacrificial lamb ritual, which they borrowed from Bible. So in all the religion, if you go century back, so there was a concept of sacrificing animal, human being, women, gods and goddess to seek the nearness or the proximity of the God. So this is the main subject of this sacrificing or ritual or what is in our Islamic, present Islam. So, so this is the main reason. So the main thing they want to prove that God was angry, and if you give some sacrifice for beautiful woman or for a lamb or a camel, so this is Allah will become happy. He was angry, but when you do this sacrifice, He will be happy. So in the Egyptian, for instance, the Egyptian used to mix the blood of virgin girls with the water of the river Nile repeatedly to make it rise and fertilize their land for the cultivation. So then, in the Islamic history, it is written the second caliph, Umar bin Khattab, he stopped it. He was a great person. Whatever I have studied about him in all this caliph, I'm not going after any personality worshipping, but if you study the Islamic history, it is all hoax. Islamic history is written by the Zoroastrian, just like Hadith and Fiqh, all this is Iranian. Similarly, among the Babylonians, the gods feast in heaven. They eat the offering, they track the savor like flies do their gathering themselves together with efforts. So this is all Babylonian culture. Then Greek also looked up sacrifice as a common feast with the divinity. Again divinity. They want to make Allah happy. Similarly, according to the Islamic tradition, the purpose of sacrifice is not fulfilled only by shedding the blood of the animal to get the nearness of Allah. This is the main purpose of slaughtering, camel, ox, cow, lamb, goat, whatever they are doing, they are slaughtering it. And what the same philosophy our Islamic literature has put forward to prove this biblical, ritual. The Muslim believe that Ibrahim slaughtered his son Ismail to get the vicinity of Allah. Because Allah was angry and Allah has ordered him, so that is why they did it. Whereas Jews believe that Ibrahim butchered his son Ishaq to obey God's order. So both are different. Here they are different. But wherever Quran accepts there was nothing like that, and Ishaq and Ismail was not the son of the Ibrahim. I already proved in one of my lecture. There is not a single word where the Quran has mentioned that Ismail and his Isaac was the son of Ibrahim. Okay, now here one question arises. Note the question pops up why Muslim and Jews should not slit the throat of their sons to follow the son of Ibrahim. Though they both are agreeing, they are saying Isaac and Muslims are saying Ismail because he was from the Hajra, the slave girl of Syria. So why they are not slaughtering, sacrificing their or killing their son? There is Sunnah Ibrahim to get the God nearness. Moreover, why Allah had issued such a kind of cruel order to Ibrahim to slit the throat of his young son Ismail or Isaac? Why? Then he is not Allah. Furthermore, how come Ibrahim, the great and honorable leader of that time, can commit this inhuman sin? It's inhuman. So I'll give you short, our purpose is to introduce the Quran, to clean all this darkness, to clean all this mumbo jumbo which they put in the form of the translation. Look, biblical myth of the sacrificial lamb. God tested Abraham with a difficult task to take him to the land of Moriah and sacrifice him on the fire on altar. So they mention, Moriah is a mountain. So then God said, go get Isaac, your only son. Now they are saying only son. They are not saying Ismail, so they have contradiction. The only you dearly love, take him to the land of Moriah and will show you a mountain. Look, in all the religion there is a mountain. Safa Marwa mountain. This where Muslims are giving the sacrifice or killing this camel or lamb. So that is also mountain. Arafat mountain. Next morning he tied up his son and put him on the wood. He then took the knife and get ready to kill his son. Ibrahim was ready to weigh a god, but the Lord's angel shouted from heaven, Ibrahim, Ibrahim, do not hurt the boy, you truly obey God. Ibrahim looked up and saw a ram caught by its horn in the bushes, so he took the ram and sacrificed in place of the son. So this is Genesis. I put the verses reference, you can check it. Same story in the Muslim land. A little bit different in language or different in son-wise, because they consider Isaac is the only son of Ibrahim, and they don't consider Ismail as the son of Ibrahim. Like biblical kinds of sacrificial lamb, tales, Islamic tradition have also mentioned similar fairy tales about Ismail. It runs under as Ibrahim had a dream. There Allah direct talked to Ibrahim. Ibrahim had a dream that Allah had instructed him to sacrifice his only son Ismail. He asked Ismail to travel with him to Mount Arfat. There are Mount Moriah. Here is Arfat. They mention the name of Isaac. Here they mention the name of Ismail. Over there the God directly ordered to Ibrahim. Here it was a dream. to perform the sacrifice. Ibrahim told his son about his dream and Ismail submitted himself. Finished. Look, this is the from where you are getting all this jerk, all this inhuman. These Muslims, they are not, they are a human animal. What they are doing now by slaughtering so many, animals. The Quran does not mention the name of Ismail in this mumbo jumbo. It is the fabrication of Islamic priesthood. Ibrahim was about to perform the sacrifice. Allah intervened. Now here Allah came saying, "O Ibrahim, you have fulfilled the vision and now you will be revived." So their vision. Before they say it's a dream. Now they are saying vision. Allah sent a ram from paradise to Ibrahim to be sacrificed instead of Ismail. So same story. Open your eyes, what you are doing. It is not for the proximity of Allah, it is for selling their hides. It is their business to export the hides, the skin of the animals. Who care about Allah? Who care about His laws? The only difference in biblical and Islamic narration that it was Ismail, the firstborn son of Ibrahim, from Egyptian slave girl, who was to be sacrificed, whereas the Jews and Christians believe that it was Isaac, the second son of Ibrahim, at the age of 100 years. So he born when Ibrahim was 100 years old. So the comparison of Islamic and biblical narration reflect that Muslim scholar and Hadith literature, which was written 250 years after the death of Muhammad, it is their claim. Borrowed this production from Bible literature, or a biblical writer reflected this story from Islamic tradition. Either they took or they took. They borrowed or they copied. The most unfortunate and heinous crime committed by our classical and contemporary interpreters of the Quran, they have corrupted the translation of the Quran verses to validate the truthfulness of Bible and Islamic literature fairy tales. So this happened with the Quran. Misinterpretation of the Quranic verses to justify biblical and Islamic priesthood belief of sacrificial lamb. So I will present you these 2-3 verses of the Quran from where they corrupted there. It is a crime to corrupt the translation of the Quran. To justify their above mentioned fairy tales, Muslim translators of the Quran put forward following verses with their distorted translation. Similarly, the biblical, they have also mentioned this, Genesis. So all this translation they put in these verses of the Quran, the verse of Quran like this. So I bring for you 3 only. There are some other, but we have a short time. Allazina qalu inna Allah ahad alayna ila nomino li rasulu hatta bi ayatina bi Qurban. This word they misinterpreted Qurban. From here the word Qurbani also. They made the word Qurbani from here. Taqalun nar. कल कद जाकुम रुसुल मिन कबली बिल बय्यनात व बिल्लाजी कुलतुम वलम कतलतुहुम इन कुंतुम सादिकीन. And I'll give the translation. Those Jews who said, where is Jew? They are creating hatred. We should not hate from any society or any nation on the basis of religion. Jew, Christian, Hindu, we are one nation over here on this planet. Only the religion has divided us to create the differences, to create the hatred, so they can make their money. Messenger, unless he brings to us an offering or sacrifice, which the fire from heaven shall devour. This is the translation. Say, verily there come to you messenger before me with clear sign and even with what you speak of, why then did. So these translation, they are ridiculous. They don't know what they are doing. Look, the word Jews, from where they got? From heaven, where is heaven? Where is offering sacrifice? Let me give the possible right translation. Those who said, Allah Zinu, indeed Allah has taken the promise from us. Inna Allah wa'adallah. This is Ahadallah. Ahadallah. So these people from whom Allah has taken the covenant or the promise not agree with the message or messenger until he brings to us rank Qurban. Until and until they will not come with the ranks, not agree with that. So this is about the message, not about the Qurbani. Until he brings to us rank and authority, takulahu, the responsible person who has some designation or leader or military leader with authority for the guidance. Annar mean also fire, but here annar mean lightning. When you turn on the light, nar, in the darkness everything clear. It's a beautiful nation. It's not a fire over here. Nar, nur, same root. Nar also used for the fire. But here al nar proper noun, Quranic guidance. Tell them, surely messenger or messages came to you before me with clear evidence or instruction. Kal kul qad jaakum rusulun min qabli bil bayanat. Before we send you the same message clearly, candidly, with what you ask for it. You ask for that and we send you the message. You ask the economy system, you ask the justice system and we send you through our messages. Then why you do not, why you do not insult them? Why you do insult them? If you were true in your claim, why you do not? Yes. So if you think they were wrong, so why you insult? Why you did not fight with them? Why you didn't insult them? So this is not a Qurbani over here. Here Qurbani means rank. Go and check the lexicon. Not slaughtering of camel or cow or lamb. Nothing like that. Then another they they use the Quran verse 22-37 in the sport of their Qurbani. والبدن جعلنا لكم من شعر الله ولكم فيها خير واذكروا اسم الله عليها سواف فإذا وجبتم جنوبهم فكلوا منها وأطعموا القائنة والموتر كذلك سخرنا لكم لعلكم تشكرون. Look at the translation. And the badan, cows, oxen, or camel driven to be offered as a sacrifice by the pilgrims at the sanctuary of Makkah. Look, this is the badan. From where they got it? I will explain the meaning of this. We have made for you as among the other symbol of Allah thereon you have much good. So mention the name of Allah over them when they are drawn up in line, sacrifice. So then say Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. So this is swab they are saying. Now let me explain you first badan. The term badan signifies he or she big bulky or big bodied, or he became heavy because of old age or fatness. The Quran has used this term in the meaning of bulky bodies of loss, heavy loss, which Pharaoh used to protect his dynasty, like Saudi Arabia. They have lost for their protection. All the kings and the queen, that is a badan. Look, I bring the verse in the spot 1092. فَالْيَوْمَ نُنَجِّيكَ بِبَدْنِكَ لِتَكُونُ مِنَ الْخَلْفِ حَيَاةً. So with the passing of time, فَالْيَوْمَ, at the critical time, we protected or saved you from the bulky or big-bodied structure of Pharaoh dynasty. Every dynasty, each dynasty make the rules for his or her protection, so that it should be proof for the replacement. So this is the meaning of badan. Big laws to protect themselves, or cruel laws. Now sabab. They have taken the sabab in to lay down in the line, in the row, and then you say Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allah, this is this. This is their take. But the meaning of this word, it signifies a set or station or place, company of men or military force in rank or in row or in line. And this saf, when you pray, go for prayer, so it says, okay, make the saf. Whereas the Quran has used this word saf for the military training, and they converted into the praying, this praying is not available in the Quran. How they change it, their dynamic life into the Sufism life, into the religious life. Just pray, this is all. And another thing, Januba, side by side, or when Allah's laws become compulsory, side by side, you implement the laws. So now let me give you the translation. And refreshing body of the Quranic laws. This is the meaning of badan, not it means camels or cow. We made for you jalnakum from the mindful giving laws of Allah, Shar Allah. You know, this Shar, the poetry, the poet, same. That person who knows minute thing even, Shair. In this for your goodness, prosperity, blessing, generosity, liberty, nobility, eminence. Lakum fiha khairun. For the goodness, for the prosperity, for the generosity, liberty, eminence of the society. Exercise, first karo. Memorize it. Send them memorandum. Remind them by education, by research. Lofty and noble laws of Allah over them. Ismallahu. They are saying Allah Akbar, Allah Akbar. Well, Quran is mean the lofty laws of Allah. He said, or station, or replace your military force in rank, or in a row, or in a line. This is the meaning of swab. If there is any problem, the military, the army is over there stationed for your help. You will get all these things very clearly because we are starting this translation every day now. Next week I think we have some problem, we are solving that. So you will get everything clear. And when these devils are under your control, وَإِذَا وَجَبْتُ جَنُوبَهَا, these beasts who are making the problem, exercise your dominion or authority or power over them. فَكُلُوا مِنْهَا does not mean eat. فَكُلُوا also mean exercise the authority, dominion of the government, and provides refreshment and nourishment to body as well as the intellectual development of the mind. وَتَأَمُّهَا. How is it? It's come by good economy, provision as well as intellectual. To those who are in unsatisfactory condition, who barely, daily they are facing the problem, poverty problem, basic necessity of life problem, rental problem, all other things, residential, transportation, kana, and who need kindness, well, so here, unsatisfactory condition, and the matter who need kindness, they are in poor condition. Thus we made them subject to you. Handle this. Sarkhana means they are under your command. Just help them out. Find for them the good job. Give them the basic necessity. Manage them. Sarkhana means manage them. Manage their problem. That you may bring abundant result by utilizing them. La'allakum tashkurun. Put in the economy wherever you think. Just like China did, just like other nations did, South Korea did, all other nations except Muslim. So this is the meaning of this verse. I don't know how they take from these two verses, the Qurbani or the sacrificial lamb. I don't know. Now let me get from where it has come. In translating the verse 20, 22, 37, Ibn Kathir stress in Tafsir Ibn Kathir this point: the man who offers sacrifice should keep this fact uppermost in his mind, that the most important motive behind this is the willing submission to Allah. Again the problem. So from here, this has started about. After Imam Tabri, the Kathir translation is the most favorite, translation for this our clergy or over all these religious people. Look, he said this. I put the volume VIP, page number 183. It is his contribution for the Muslim Ummah or Jummah. Look where we are, what we are doing. He further narrated, it is neither their meat nor their blood that reaches to Allah, but it is a pity from you that reaches to Him. Same thing for the other religion. To get the proximity of Allah, the nearness of Allah, they sacrifice woman, beautiful girl, children, animal, whatever it is. So this is another, they are sporting this. All the Muslims, they are saying, oh, it's going to Allah. It is for the submission of Allah. Why we are giving the Qurbani? To make happy Allah. For the blessing of Allah. Same thing over here, 37, 22, 37. This is the translation of Kathir. Lan yanalu Allahu lahumaha wala damawha ولكن ينال التقوى منكم كذلك سخرها لكم لتكبروا الله على ما أحدكم وبشر المحسنين. It is neither their meat nor their blood that reaches to Allah, but it is a pity from you. It is the same. So all of these translations are same. All these people, Muslim in Pakistan, India, or in Islamic country, they are saying Allah does not need the meat or blood, but He needs the taqwa. We are doing a taqwa, killing the millions of animals, and then its income is going from the hides to all these criminal people who have invention all these ritual. So they are making money. And the poor person, if he could not afford, he becomes the patient of infidelity because he is living in the same society. So let me give the translation. Neither clash or battle, lahuma. It is not neither their meat, go and check it, nor bloodshed. What Quran wants from you, neither clash or battle, or not bloodshed. It reaches to Allah. This you will fight. Bloodshed means economic bloodshed, physical bloodshed, battle, all this. But your devotion to peace and your guarding against evilness and corruption reaches to Him. وَلَكِنْ يَنَالُ اللَّهُ تَقْوَى مِنْكُمْ. In the society, hatred, fighting, bloodshed, Allah does not need it. What Allah needs? Devotion, peace, and your guarding against that evilness, corruption reaches to Him from you. This He wants. He wants the society should be prosperous. Thus, we have made them topic to kazalika sakhalnakum. They are under your command. So that you may establish the sovereignty of the Allah's law. The takabbaru Allah, it does not mean Allahu Akbar, no. It means we will establish the laws, the principle which will remove from the society all this bloodshed, all this, battle. Now look, everywhere there is a chaos now. This is the meaning of Latakabru Allah, which is a guidance for you. Allah ma hadakum. This is a guidance for you. Let me make this planet beautiful, freed from all kind of discrimination, fighting, bloodshed. And this is live program for those who are working to bring prosperity, beauty and balance in the society. Wabashir al-Mohsineen. Mohsineen mean those people who make this planet beautiful by economical justice, social value. This is Mohsineen. To overcome the deficiency. Bashar, live program, like a live cricket match, like a live soccer match. So this is the meaning of this verse. Where they have taken you, the Muslim Ummah 2.5 billion. It's no hope to come back because from century they have made the wrong translation of these things. It is neither their meat nor their blood that reach Allah, but it is a pity for them to reach where the Quran has mentioned that you sacrifice this camel or cow or whatever. What he wants. Lan yanalullah. Lahuma. No fighting, no battle, no clash, no bloodshed. What he reaches to him? It reaches to him that if you free the society from corruption, from evil, and that does not mean Allah's go, it is for our betterment. So this is Bashirman. The people who are striving hard to make this planet beautiful, proportionality, equilibrium. Give them this news that this will become a live program. No stagnancy, no corruption, no evilness. It is a subject of great regret that the Muslim religious scholars and as well as the translator of the Quran misinterpreted the Surah Al-Safat and Surah Al-Anbiya to support biblical and as well Islamic theocracy belief about sacrificial lamb. Go, check, save the money. This royal family, monarchy in Saudi Arabia, they are making billion from your hard-earning money. They have big business of the hides. And Australia, New Zealand, they are importing millions of sheep and lamb from them. Where you are. And you are busy and you are wasting this millions of billions of dollars. So there are 4 lectures about this subject. So after 2-3 days, I will deliver another lecture, second number. Thank you very much.